Hai semuanya, apa kabar? Selamat datang di Ayu Petreng dan Matt. One, two. Ayu Petreng dan Matt. Teman-teman, hari ini kita ada bintang tamu yang selalu muncul. Ayah Matt, alias suami saya. Thank you sir for coming to our studio today. Hari ini kita mau interview Ayah tentang pekerjaannya. Karena banyak teman-teman yang nanya, Ayah Matt kerjanya apa sih? Saya sendiri juga bingung, dia tuh kerja apa tuh kok di rumah selalu ya? Jadi kita tanya, saya sudah menyiapkan 10 pertanyaan untuk Ayah Matt seputar pekerjaannya dan pokoknya apa aja lah seputar hal-hal yang dilakukannya di tempat kerja. Jadi kita langsung mulai aja, nggak usah banyak ngomong. Oke, are you ready Ayah? Oke. So first question, what do you do?
Well, I'm a software developer and I'm lucky enough to work from home remotely.
Waktu kita pertama kenalan nih, saya nggak tahu software developer itu apa. Jadi mungkin kali-kali aja ada banyak teman yang juga belum paham tentang software developer itu apa ya teman-teman. Jadi sekarang kita tanya lebih lanjut, what's a software developer?
Software developer, programmer, coder, there are a few names for it, and these are people who create applications for mobile phones, for websites, for computers.
It has a lot of things to do with computers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, you're watching this on YouTube, and that was also developed by software developers.
So, for example, my computer at home is broken. Do you fix computers like that?
Not really. That's not really my job to fix the actual physical computer. If it has to be done, I can do it, or I can do it a bit, but it's not really my expertise. I'm rather working on what's running on the computer, the applications themselves.
Jadi semoga teman-teman sudah ngerti ya, ayahnya Matt bekerja di bidang komputer IT ya, tapi bukan memperbaiki komputernya sendiri, bukan memperbaiki hardware-nya, tapi software yang ada di dalam komputer isinya begitu ya teman-teman. Jadi bikin aplikasi, bikin website. Some people do make websites.
Yeah, there are web developers, there are mobile phone developers, there are Windows developers, Linux developers.
Jadi macam-macam. Oh, ada Windows, ada
Database.
Linux, ada apa untuk
Database
Apple?
Oh yeah, of course. Apple
Iya.
as well.
Ya, jadi begitu teman-teman ya. Semoga sudah jelas pekerjaan Ayah Matt seperti itu. How long have you been working?
Well, actually, I was quite lucky because I started during college, my college years, so since I was 19. But yeah, I think 19 years. 19 years.
Sudah tua ya.
Yeah. You can see my white hair.
Oh ya, sebelum ada yang komen negatif, umur kita sama sebenarnya ya. Jadi kalau dia sudah tua, saya juga sudah tua. I've told our viewers previously that we lived in Singapore for a long time. So, can you tell us how did you get a job abroad?
Well,
In
that
Indonesia, it's
was-
common like you need to have good connection, you need to have a lot of money to work abroad. Is that true in your case?
Well, that was more than 10 years ago, and I'm sure things have changed since then. But back then, we sent out my CV to, I think, more than 100 job applications. And pretty much I got just one serious reply. But fortunately, they decided to hire me, and they have me with moving to Singapore. I did have, I think, 2 or 3 job interviews with that company over the phone.
Back then there was no WhatsApp.
Yeah, no phone. It's just phone. Time difference was an issue.
Yes.
So I guess they could just see my CV
And that's it. So you didn't actually have like entry test?
No, I didn't have to do a proper test, but I did have a very technical discussion with one of their developers
Oh, okay.
to
So
make sure I have the knowledge that they require.
that can be considered as the test itself.
Yes, but it was just done over the phone. It was an interview.
And did you know them before that? Did you know any of those people from that company?
No, of course I've never met them.
So it's completely from your CV they find.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to get a reply, yes.
Yeah. Okay. It can happen, guys.
But I'm sure nowadays it's very different with LinkedIn and
Probably even easier.
yeah, should be.
Jadi untuk teman-teman yang ingin bekerja di luar negeri bisa mencoba LinkedIn atau website job seeker website, ada banyak lah semua sekarang ini. What are the required skills to work abroad? Can you share some experience?
Well, of course, for working abroad, language is very important, especially English.
For sure.
Because in most countries people understand English. Other than that, skills, you just need skills for your own job. Just to be able to do your job, and of course you have to convince your employer that it's worth hiring you instead of somebody local.
Local, yes.
Which might be cheaper for them.
Did you come from very prestigious university or Harvard or something?
No, officially I'm a teacher actually. Yes. I have never ever taught in my life, and I don't think I want to. So no, absolutely not. It's from a local school in a small town in my hometown, so it's not prestigious. Maybe within the country people know it, but I doubt that internationally it's known. None of my employers ever cared about my papers. All they cared about are my skills.
Setahu saya, dulu juga waktu membantu mengurus visanya ayah, saya tahu mereka di Singapura itu menanyakan, untuk orang Indonesia khususnya ya, menanyakan latar belakang pendidikan kita. Jadi dulu sekolah di mana, dan mereka punya peringkat-peringkat tertentu untuk universitas-universitas di Indonesia. Jadi sepertinya kalau untuk orang Indonesia, mereka masih melihat latar belakang pendidikan kita seperti apa. Mungkin kalau untuk Ayah Matt beda ya, karena dia dari Eropa dan bahasanya beda, dan mereka nggak tahu sistem universitas di sini. Jadi ya oke lah, pokoknya dia S1 ya S1 saja. Tapi kalau dari Indonesia masih ditanya S1-nya dari universitas apa, begitu. Tapi ya tentu saja itu sesuai dengan bidang pekerjaan kalian ya, nggak semua seperti itu. Misalkan untuk cleaning service ya mungkin mereka nggak akan menanyakan S1 ya, pendidikan S1 nggak perlu. Tapi kalau misalkan seperti software developer atau guru, itu harus ada kan ijazahnya, ijazah apa dulu, begitu.
So yeah, actually I also help sometimes with hiring people. Yeah.
In Singapore or in Hungary?
In Singapore, we did have an HR manager who filtered CVs in the first round. I wasn't involved in that. I don't know how she chose people, but then those who got through that first round, usually their CVs were forwarded to me, and then I had usually a technical interview with them, and which meant that we invited them to our office and they had to do a technical test in front of the computer. And if that went well, then we invited them back for an interview to see whether they fit in the company. So, to be honest, I never cared about their papers. Right. I don't know whether our HR manager did. I didn't. What I cared about is rather their knowledge, and especially their knowledge compared to their experience. I've seen some very, very impressive CVs, and then their technical test just didn't go well. While I've seen the other opposite as well, when some people had only 1 or 2 years of experience, but they were super enthusiastic and very talented.
Did you actually interview people from different nationalities?
Oh yeah, of course, in Singapore, yes, yes.
Like from where, for example?
Oh, we had Filipinos, Indians, Indonesians, Malaysians,
European, Singaporean?
yeah.
Singaporean?
We had very few Singaporeans, interestingly, and we also had Americans and Europeans. And,
So pretty much from everywhere.
French, yes.
Is it tough to live abroad from 9 years of experience?
Well, I enjoyed living abroad. I think it was great fun. I really enjoyed that we were on our own, so we had to solve everything for ourselves, while here it's much easier because I have friends, I have relatives, I can ask for help, and I just got a bit lazy, while there we had to do everything really. So that was a good training, I think. But I never had problem with living abroad. I really enjoyed it, and I still want to live abroad one day. But I know that, for example, I know a guy who moved back to Hungary after a year because he said he just couldn't stand it. So it's different for everyone, I guess.
Of course, yeah, it's different for everybody. But luckily you had good experience and it's okay to live abroad.
Plus it also helped that I didn't move alone.
What lesson can you get from working abroad? Is there anything?
Well, yeah, of course, you can learn a lot. Especially in Singapore, I really enjoyed Singapore because there are so many different types of people, and they come from so many different countries, and they have different mentalities, and they approach problems differently, and that's just very interesting. It's always good to learn other people's perspective. So that was definitely interesting. And just there we had a very international team, and yeah, it was interesting to work with people from so many nations.
That leads to the next question.
Oh.
How does it feel to work with foreigners?
Well, then I've already answered it. So it was really interesting. It was really interesting because different people approach problems differently, and but we never really had problem, I think, with that.
I heard from other friends that their husbands who are Bulays, they found it difficult to work with Asians because of different work ethics, and they think that Asian people are slow, or I don't know, it's just different. Didn't you have such feeling with Asians?
I don't know. In Singapore, definitely not. In Singapore, everyone seemed to be very, very focused and very diligent.
They work a lot, yeah, I guess.
Yes.
I heard this from my lecturer. You can recognize Indonesians abroad from the way they move, from the way they walk. They walk so slowly, they take their time, because we are just santai people. We do everything slowly. Did you have such feeling in Singapore while working with Indonesians?
While working, no, but while walking in the street, definitely.
But they are two different things, so they can actually work fast. Fast.
So I've never heard any complaint about Indonesians. So as I said, we did have a few Indonesians, and I think they all did a good job. We had no issue with it, but
Walking?
Asians walk slower.
But I think it's also because of your height.
I don't know, but I felt like everyone was walking very slowly around me, and I was zipping around them, and then I came back and here people walk faster than me.
Yeah, it is true. European people, they walk so fast. Any advice for job seekers to land their dream job abroad?
Well, never give up,
Never
I
give
guess. So, like I said, getting my first job in Singapore took me like 100 emails, 100 applications, and I think it took almost a year to find my first job. So it wasn't easy. Once I was there, it was much easier. But yeah, just keep trying. I'm sure there's an employer out there who is happy to hire you, and nowadays the world has changed as well. So it's very easy to get remote jobs. So I also know there are sites which are looking for software developers who would work remotely for companies.
So they can work from home.
Work from home, you don't even have to leave your country
That's
if
nice.
that's where you like to stay. So yeah, there are many options, a lot more options nowadays.
But the problem with Indonesia probably is the internet connection. It's too...
It can be an issue, yes. Definitely.
Yeah, so you must have
A good one.
good one,
Yeah,
right?
fast
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess in bigger cities maybe you can get a good one, I guess, like Surabaya, Jakarta.
Iya,
and
ya,
so on.
kalau di Cepu terlalu lambat ya guys. Jadi ada teman-teman yang bilang, Bayu kenapa nggak pulang ke Indonesia saja, kerja di Cepu, kerja di Indonesia, kan banyak pekerjaan untuk software developer. Tapi kalau untuk ayah kerja di bidang ini perlu internet yang cepat. Kalau di Cepu, di kampung saya susah. Oke teman-teman, jadi begitu saja wawancara kita hari ini. Semoga bermanfaat untuk teman-teman yang sedang mencari pekerjaan atau mencari inspirasi. Semoga berguna, atau kalau enggak ya nggak apa-apa, maaf saja. Terima kasih Ayah sudah bantuin saya bikin video ini. Jadi hari ini saya ada konten ya teman-teman. Oke, jangan lupa klik like, subscribe, dan komen kalau kalian ingin Ayah tampil lagi di video kita. Dan sampai ketemu di video berikutnya. Bye-bye.
Bye.